Sweet Derek, are we live?
We are live, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the Naturals Pod.
Welcome to this episode of the Naturals Pod. Welcome to the new studio. If you haven't seen it already over on the Instagram and the YouTube, here we are, people. As always, respectfully, I'm Uncle Kyle. Seated next to me on this fine leather couch, Sweet Derek, the producer.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
So we got something really special for you. We wanted to do something big, I feel like it's pretty big. We are going to do I am going to do the Hot Ones Challenge. You can see the sauces right in front of us, and Derek's going to give you the rundown on how this goes. For those of you who haven't not watched a single episode of Hot Ones, I would recommend you check it out, though.
Yeah, so we got the little wings here, and Hot Ones, amazing podcast. Shout out to Hot Ones. They have great celebrities on there, comedians, bunch of people. But basically, it's an increasing level of hot sauces. There are 10 total, and they rank from basically your basic hot sauce all the way up to scorch your face off. So as he is going to eat a wing, he's going to take each hot sauce. We're going to go one at a time, and we're just going to have conversation. I'm going to ask him some questions, and we're going to see if he can keep his composure and and such as he's increasing his way through the chaos.
I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. I don't mind things with a little bit of spice as long as there's like a good flavor. But hot stuff, I don't like hot stuff, so I am not anticipating getting all the way to the end, but for you, Natty Nation, I am going to do my best to try to get there. I feel like the weed episode, I was kind of a big dick champ. You know, I got through the whole thing. I did not score well, but I got through the whole thing and remained conscious. So I'm going to try to go all the way with this. So I did not go to my favorite wing spot. For those of you who have watched earlier episodes, you would know Wing King, best wings in Vegas. Shout out Wing King, free plug. I went to a different spot this time. I'm not going to name them by name. They're much closer to the house. But I get there, and there's nobody there. There's a couple people in the drive-through line. Now, if you're getting wings in a drive-through, you need to know that if you get them quickly, those are going to be trash wings. Like, those wings were already made. So there's a little bit of a wait. I've gone to this place before once or twice and done the drive-through thing, and you got like a 15-minute wait in that drive-through, buddy.
So it's like a fast food wing spot, but they make them fresh for you.
Correct.
Okay.
It used to be, the restaurant itself used to be a KFC. Like, they didn't build their own restaurant. It was a KFC. Like, if you go in there, if you've been in KFC and you go in there, you're like, oh, this was a KFC.
I think I know what spot you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go in. They're not super busy. The gal behind the counter is just kind of moving and grooving, and there is some music on, but her gyrations are not matching the ambient music in the restaurant. So I'm like, all right, whatever, that's weird. Like, she's just jamming.
It's like elevator music, and she's like to techno beat.
Pretty much. As she's taking my order, she's shuffling around, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like, do you got a itch? You got some antsy in your pantsy, or are we on something? Like, we do a little bath salts and make some wings today? Like, holy shit. So after I ordered, I'm going to give you an example of this dance that she did, but she was standing around.
Now, was she like coherent though? Like kind of like with the interaction, or kind of spacey still?
Very spacey.
Yeah.
She looked exactly how you anticipated she did. Her hair was very thin. She had eyebrows that looked like they were shellacked on, like painted on. Couple nice little faded neck tats. Ooh. Very skinny. And then, as she's waiting for the food to give to the drive-thru and me, this is what was going on while I was waiting. What the hell? And once again, this was not on beat. This was not to any kind of music that was playing. It was the music that was in her brain. It was super weird. And they served like 3 people in the fucking drive-thru. I was there for 20 minutes.
Oh, damn.
They served like 3 people in the drive-thru. This is a trend that's been going on with me in fast food places, which is why I don't eat out that much. But good Lord, I was like, get me the wings so I can get out of here. And on top of that, when I ordered them plain, she's like, plain? And I was like, yep, plain. She said, why? I said, I'm doing something with them. I'm making a video.
There's got to be other people that like their own sauces and stuff, though. I feel like plain wings isn't like a crazy request, right? Like
I guess at this spot it is.
Yeah.
And she goes, what are you going to do with them? And I was like, I'm going to shove them up my ass. That's what I'm going to do with them. That's why I need them plain so I don't get a hemorrhoid or something. It's like, what do you think I'm going to do with them? I'm eating them.
Did you tell her eventually it's for podcasts and stuff? Or you're like, I don't really want to tell this crazy
No. This
lady
is why I'm
about that?
slandering her currently because I didn't want her to see this later. I don't think she would have been watching the podcast. She was too busy jamming to the music in her head. So, enough said. We're going to get into this. Derek has some questions. Some of you guys actually submitted questions, so you might hear the question that you gave for old Uncle Kyle.
We did keep it anonymous. I know who the people are, but I even wrote them down without your names attached to it, so he has no clue who the questions are, but we do got a couple fun ones, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and that was done with intention. In the future, just so you guys know, when we do this, where we're like, hey, send Sweet Derek questions, we will not name you. That they will remain, I mean, he obviously will know who you are, but it'll remain totally anonymous, unless you really want to get shouted out. We could do that too. So anyways, we're going to do a jump cut here because we got to get set up. We don't want to make a mess in the new pod room, and then we're going to get right into it. We'll be right back.
And just I will say too, just real quick, while Kyle starts setting up real quick fast, that appreciate the people that did submit the questions. So thank you so much.
Yes, we appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, we are back. Movie magic, people. We are back. Don't you like our little setup? Festive tablecloth and all. I'm single, ladies. You know, I do it all. I cook, I clean, I decorate, build pod studios, podcast.
He's the man.
Master of electrical power, all those things. So anyways, we're going to get into this right here.
Yeah. So first one here, I'm just going to go into it. So we got the hot ones, original buffalo hot sauce. First we feast. So here you go. Uncle Kyle's going to take that one and pour it on.
They actually
first.
did a nice job making some little crispy ones for Daddy. I made sure to order them that way. I also got all drums. For my flat people out there, I'm not a drum-only guy, but for the sake of this program, when they get really hot, I just want to be able to eat the fucking wing and not have to suck.
Now, are we going one
bite?
bite only, or are we like Dave Portnoy? Or are
Absolutely
we doing
not.
wing?
I'm eating the whole wing, dude.
Like
That's like some.
Okay.
Okay, so first off, I need you people to notice this, and I hope every bottle isn't like this. Look at that bottle. Okay, there isn't like a little dabber on there, so I could get a couple. Because like when we get down to here, I'm not trying to like douse the wing in the fucking sauce, buddy. I just want like a little drip of it. Okay, so we're gonna have to be careful.
And we
here.
confirmed we have 10 wings there to eat, right, for all sauces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are my wings. I can finger them all I want. I was gonna put a glove on. I still might for the hotter ones, but like for this one, this just says buffalo sauce. I love a good buffalo sauce. Here we go. I might even actually like just go ahead and give this a good little drizzle.
And let's give a review of each one too. I'm curious how they taste.
Absolutely.
Like taste wise. All right, Uncle Kyle goes in for his first wing. This is just a standard hot sauce. So I'm gonna imagine this isn't gonna be too bad. Just kind of your standard go-to. It's good. Okay.
So it doesn't taste like a regular buffalo sauce. For those of you out there that eat fried chicken regularly.
Oh, he's going for a second. Means he must like it.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't super hot, so I'm going to get a little extra of the tastiness. This kind of tastes like Louisiana hot sauce. It's the brand Louisiana. Very good.
So if you had to rate this between a 1 and 10, what are you giving this?
I would just say 7.
Okay,
and I
so
know
it's a
Dave
solid-
Portnoy rookie score.
I know.
We're not doing figure skating scores, but like just 7, just a solid go-to hot sauce. Very good.
Copy that.
Yeah, it's good. It tastes like Louisiana.
All right, bang. First one
I feel like
down.
you bit Louisiana hot sauce style a little bit, hot ones, but we'll let it slide this time.
So second one here, it's called an angry goat pepper. So it is a blistered shishito and garlic hot sauce, number 2.
So for those of you that don't know, shishito pepper, because I went to a steakhouse with a couple of buddies and they brought the blistered peppers to the table, and there's like a 1 in, I don't know, we'll say a 1 in 5 chance. It could be less, it could be more. We'll look it up and you could throw it up.
Okay.
Chance that it's like scorching fucking hot.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, probably scorching for somebody like me
Yeah.
that doesn't like hot stuff, but like just hotter than it would normally be.
Well, I would think number 2 here, you're going to be safe. I'm going to say
The one that I ate was pretty mild and it had a nice flavor.
I mean,
shishito.
Yeah, we'll see how you go, but I'm gonna feel like you're not gonna feel the little bit of punishment until we get in the 4 and 5 range.
Correct. I would agree with that too. I'm gonna hit the bigger wings on the milder sauces too. Okay, so we are not doing that.
Yeah, don't do
that. Or maybe we will. Fuck
maybe
it. I'm
we
just gonna
will,
punish
champ.
myself. I'm a wing sadist. All right. So number 2, angry goat pepper shishito garlic sauce. Let's try it.
Now, while you're taking a bite of that, got a really good go-to question. This is a question from me. Yeah, good. Okay.
We're going in for seconds on that one. That
So
is
if you
tasty.
had to pick like a really good go-to quick food, like a taco, wings, what are you going? You going taco or wings? Like, what are your?
Are we talking
favorites
about
of those two?
fast food, or are we just talking about a quick meal?
Just a little quick meal.
sandwich. I'm a sandwich guy.
Oh, so you're sandwich even over wings and tacos.
Sandwich guy.
Okay. So you
Now-
like a good sandwich. And now the rating on this one, real quick too. What are we thinking between the 1 and the 10? Is this better than the first one?
Honestly, this one, and I shook it up too. This one, it does not have as much kick as the first one, but
Okay.
this is delicious. I would
Nice.
give this one a 9.
Oh,
Delicious.
wow. Okay, nice. Awesome.
Angry Goat Pepper Co. Shishito and garlic hot sauce, terrific, tasty.
Awesome.
I would even call that a hot sauce. It's just a really nice sauce.
Hell yeah.
But I'm a big sandwich guy. Any kind of sandwich.
What's your favorite go-to sandwich spot?
Sandwich spot? Oh, that's tough. Well, Vegas locals, and if you're from Vegas, if you know, you know. And I think they might have opened a couple of spots in Utah and like the surrounding states. Capriati's, incredible.
Capriati's, yeah.
Capriati's is a great
I've heard
spot.
Firehouse Subs is pretty solid. too.
Firehouse Subs is good. I think that's also a local spot.
I think so.
I don't know. You can look
Yeah,
look
we'll
it up,
look it
put it
up,
up
yeah.
there. Firehouse is good. Firehouse, they're all steamed, like they're like hot subs. Whereas Capriati's, you can just get like a normal sub with cold cut, although that's not really their thing. They have the Bobby, which is like a Thanksgiving sandwich that has turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, all that stuff on there. My favorite is the Capastrami that has pastrami, coleslaw, Russian mayo, and I think provolone cheese, but it's really good. Check them out if you're in Vegas. I mean, if you're from Vegas and you haven't heard of Capriati's or had a sandwich there, you are missing out. Capriati's is amazing. And honorable mention, shout out Porta Subs. I worked there when I was in high school, and Porta Subs was a staple throughout me and my sister's childhood. That was like a treat. We would enjoy that more than going to McDonald's or Burger King or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah.
All right, we got number 3 here: spicy and sweet with passion fruit. It's a pisquea. I could be saying it wrong, but this is the third
Well,
one.
you can try to pronounce it, and then I won. It actually is Pia.
Yeah, pisquea, right? Pisquea.
Pisquea.
Pisquea. I think.
Pisquea.
Yeah, pisquea.
Okay,
We're
you're gonna,
two- we're two
you're gonna
white
look
guys
up the
trying to-
pronunciation of that because, like, I feel like there's like a little accent or something
Yeah.
you need to put on that at a certain
Pisquea.
point. Pisquea. I like that. That's better, dude.
Pisquea.
It still does start with piss, which is kind of unappealing to me, but we're gonna get into it. It's not yellow, so we're all right.
Nice. And how are we feeling so far? As far
Fine,
as hot?
fine.
Okay, so we're
Nothing
good
crazy.
now. Nothing.
Like I
affected.
said,
We're
number
powering
one,
through.
little kick, tasted like a General Hot Sauce. Number two,
Just
that
delicious.
is
You
the
said it was
that
good?
is the
Okay.
favorite. Now that was very tasty.
Like, you would use that
I
again even after the
Absolutely,
show.
I'm
That's-
keeping
okay.
that one.
Yeah.
That one's super good.
Yeah.
Oh, let's give it a little shake just to keep the consistency right. Especially with the hotter ones, definitely got to shake them because I
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like
gonna guess 4 and 5.
I
We're
feel like
getting
the
into this one,
hot
you might be
oil
okay.
probably
Yeah.
just like goes
Yeah.
right to the fucking top to get you.
I
Dude.
think this one we're gonna be okay still too. I'm being faithful.
It says it has fruit in it, so I'm expecting something sweet.
Yes.
Ooh, it's kind of chunky. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. All right,
don't
we're gonna
like it,
shake
okay.
a little bit of that off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to not kill ourselves
a
here.
little chunky. All right.
All right, number 3. Here we go. Pisquea.
Pisquea.
Pisquea. There's almost every vowel in there except for an O.
Okay, the sweetness.
Very
okay,
fruity.
Okay.
Very fruity.
In a bad way, good way.
It tastes like passion fruit.
Okay.
It has a really mild fruit flavor. It's sweet. This is also not. See, I'm making the same mistake I did with the weed. I'm gonna talk shit on
Yeah,
this shit.
the confidence is high,
talk
and then
shit on
as
this
we
shit.
get down, dude, we're
Then
know
we're
it's
get
gonna
in, like,
hit you.
this area, and we're just gonna get murdered.
It's like everybody on the show too. For anyone that loves the show like I do, the confidence and we're good. This is even Shia LaBeouf was like, oh, I thought these were fake, and
Okay,
then he
so-
finally got smacked. in
okay.
the
So
face.
real quick, favorite guest on Hot Ones.
Oh man, there's just so many. But I mean, I kind of already mentioned him, Shia LaBeouf,
Shia
dude,
LaBeouf.
because he was the only guy. He was the only guy on the show that ate the entire wing instead of just taking like, one bite. And I'm sure there's others that have done it, but he's done the whole wing. But they already put the hot sauce on the wing. He opened up the ones on the table, and even Sean, the host of the show, was like, I hope I never have to do that again, because he even of the gnarlier ones, he put more on. That to me is savage. So,
I mean,
and it was an interesting, honestly, conversation.
Shia LaBeouf's a fucking lunatic, bro.
I know he's kind of a weird dude and stuff, but in that moment, he came off very well. I think
He is an example of how growing up in Hollywood is just not good for your life.
Yeah, I can't name a single.
It's not good.
Honestly, name a single child actor that came out okay.
I mean, but a lot of these people have normal problems, or typical problems that like regular people also have. Like, this is just a random aside, and because we're around the same age and she's a smoke show, Hillary Duff.
Oh yeah.
But apparently she had. I mean, and this is well known. It's not like I'm putting her on blast. Sorry, Hillary, but she had dealt with alcoholism.
Shout out Hillary Duff.
And she was very open and honest about that. But I mean, by all means, it seems like she came out on the other side pretty clean. Unfortunately, she had to deal with that. But and since you didn't ask me, my favorite guest, and I don't want to make the same mistake as him, Shaq, dude, love Shaq. Shout out to
yeah, that
Dr.
was
Love,
yeah, he was
man, I love
hilarious on
Shaq.
there. I like
But
that one too. He was good.
He did what I fear the most is he like went to take the wing and he like inhaled a little bit, and when it hits you in the back of the throat, mistake. Like you got to get it in the mouth first and then let it slide down the throat. So
All right, so we're on to number 4 here, dude.
there's no innuendo there.
Los
either.
Calientes.
Let it
It's
slide down your
Barbacoa hot sauce by the Heatness. So this looks like it's their own one too. And
Barbacoa. So this is like just a giant like chicken crackling. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit that real quick because I feel like it's gonna stab my throat. Okay.
So we're on to number 4.
Los Calientes.
Oh, now I don't know if we
Barbacoa.
did. We didn't rate the third one. What was your rating on that between 1 and 10?
I'm not big on that one. I would give that one a 4.
Ooh, okay.
It didn't have a lot of flavor.
The rookie scores
it was
continue.
very sweet. I don't mind a sweet hot sauce or spicy sauce, if you will.
You're
But
not
it
a
just
decibel
did-
guy, are you? You're not a decibel guy, are you? Because you keep hitting the rookie scores. You're not doing like the 4.2 and stuff, are you?
Listen, I love the One Bite reviews and Dave Portnoy, and he can call me a rookie all he wants. This is my review. I get to do it my way. We're doing whole scores. We got 8, 9, 4.
And
Did I
after
say 4 or 5?
This is 4?
That's a 4.
This is 4?
No. But I gave that a 4.
and on this one, I am gonna hit you with one of our questions that was submitted by an anonymous person here.
Barbacoa. All right, hit me.
But I'm gonna not hit you until you actually take a bite.
Oh, I
That's
gotta
part
eat
of
it
the
first.
thing, yeah.
So I gotta say, the color of this one makes it look like this one
Yeah, it
is
looks
gonna
like
hurt.
Yeah,
like
it looks
that
like
looks.
this looks like we're getting.
This to
we're
me
getting,
is like the color of a hot sauce that's gonna fuck you up a little bit because it's like dark. It's dark and mysterious. Okay, so just so we're not bullshitting, I'm actually gonna give that. You see it coming out. That was like 6 good dabs.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like we
Got
aren't
it
playing
on there.
around. When I get down here, we're probably just doing a little drippy of one of these. But as long as we're on the lower end of the scale, like fuck it, I'm gonna put a little on there so that way you guys know I'm a real
All
one.
right. Well, now you're indulging that. This is a fun question submitted from one of our watchers. If you could be on a reality TV show, which one would it be? And it could be like a love dating one. It could be like a Jersey Shore type one.
I don't even know if this one is around anymore.
Okay.
But I would be on Big Brother because I would
Big Brother's
I
around?
would mind
Big
fuck
Brother's around?
everyone
Okay.
in that house. I would
It's a
be
cool
like
game.
what was the guy that was on Survivor? He called himself I think Johnny Fairplay
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
They all wanted to kill him and like
Yeah.
historically because he was on I think he was on that Surreal Life show, but like any show he was on, he was just the most hated person, and he definitely played into that.
All right. So you
For
like kind
sure.
of like the challenging game of a reality show. So you like Big Brother where you kind of like get into people's minds. You do challenges and stuff like that.
Honorable mention, and Caitlin has always talked about doing this, The Greatest Race.
Oh, okay. That one would be fun.
And they've had
That'd
a
be
couple cool like rally ones with cars. I think that would be cool to like deck my car out and like
right.
go on like a little cross country race. So for those of you out there that have had mole, that's what this tastes like. I'm maybe I'm disrespecting the barbacoa because barbacoa and mole I don't think are the same thing. But this tastes like a mole.
And hot sauce, how we feeling hot wise?
Not hot at all. I gotta say.
Okay,
and
wow.
I'm not disrespecting them. 3 out of 4 so far. Tasty, not hot. Like this, honestly, this one, nothing. Maybe I'm just getting a little mouth immunity or some shit. I feel like I'm gonna pay for
Does
it.
he have
down the line,
COVID?
but, yeah.
Now rating. Let's hit it with the rating. How about this one?
I'm not really a big mole guy. If you know, you know. It does have a nice pepper flavor. It also reminds me, like, if you go to like a solid taco or burrito shop when they have salsa roja, it's kind of in the same vein as that. It's very peppery, and it doesn't I feel like it doesn't have enough salt in it, like to bring out the flavor. But it is pretty tasty. Not for me, but
All right, nice.
decent, and just not hot. Once again, not hot, dude.
All right, so we are on to number
gonna pay for that shit
5.
later.
Now we're getting into Diablo Filipino hot sauce, dude. With it looks like with a punch, power jab. It says power jab. So there we go.
So let me tell you something about the Filipino people. Okay.
I think this is where you're gonna get slapped a little bit.
Yeah, probably, and the story will lead into that. So we have had Filipino neighbors pretty much my entire life, and they throw a great party, and they cook all this amazing food. If you know any Filipino people, pancit noodles, amazing. Lumpia, the little egg rolls, amazing. And there's all kinds of other stuff that I don't remember the name of. Our next door neighbor, anytime they would have a party, there was this one dish, and I can't remember what the fuck it was called, and I don't know what was in it, but he always made me, he's like, try it. And I'm like, I had this the last time. I don't need to try it again. Try it. It had a very chewy texture, and this shit lit my mouth on fire immediately. Like the second you got it to here and it hit your nostrils a little bit, your eyes were watering, and I think he really got a kick out. Some people were just chowing down on that. But once again, I'm not a hot and spicy person, so I couldn't handle that. But I think he got a kick out of fucking with me like that and like getting me to
nice.
eat it.
All right, so you feel like this one might hit you a little bit then. We're about to find out. Diablo. With a
Diablo
punch.
with a
It literally
J.
says with a punch, I think, too.
Filipino hot sauce with a punch. It does. This one looks like it's got some floaties in it, so we're gonna have to give it a good shake. I'm trying to find the perforation on it so I can get it open. Here we go. Boom.
All right, and then as we're
Oh yeah,
eating
look
this-
at that. That's like the death in
Ooh,
the
yeah,
sauce
that
right there. That's
looks
the hot
scary. Yeah, that
shit,
looks
guaranteed,
scary,
sitting
dude.
at the top. So we'll go ahead and give it a
And
good
we have
shake.
another great question from another one of our listeners here during this one.
All right, well, if I don't choke on this one, then I will answer it.
Oh, we got to try to power through while you're eating, buddy. You can do it at faith in you. All right.
I
So,
think I'm used to talking so much. Oh, fuck. Okay. Whoopsie.
ooh, okay.
Okay, but just so you know, it's on there. Peep that shit.
And I've been watching the whole time too, so it is all legit.
Yeah, but we're friends. You could just lie for
Nah,
me.
I'd never lie. I'm loyal to the pod. All right. So if you were able to switch out anyone and make yourself the star of a movie, what movie would it be and why? It's a good one.
Okay. Shout out to whoever came up with this question. Great question.
It's a good question, right?
Oh, man. That is a tough answer. All right. So, you can call this a cop-out. I'm a big Jackman guy. Love Hugh Jackman. Shout out
Okay.
Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
The Wolverine movies.
Okay,
The Wolverine
awesome.
movies. Live Forever, Metal Skeleton, Claws, all kinds of crazy adventures.
And it would just be cool to be like, I am the Wolverine in the Wolverine movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, in this scenario, am I Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, like you're switching yourself out for a star, and you're the star
Same
of the
answer.
movie.
Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Lock it in, dude.
Yeah, like you're basically the guy playing that in the movie. You get to be the actor, and you get to be the star in the movie, and then
I want to say he's late 50s now,
yeah,
right?
and he still looks
just
great.
jacked,
They're making
dude.
the Deadpool 3 where he's going to be in that too, and they're bringing Wolverine back.
Yeah.
That's really sick.
It would be
But
cool if
good
they
question.
did a standalone, but I saw some pictures where he had the old school
Yep.
Wolverine costume, the black and the yellow.
They're supposed to
Like,
have
shit's
that in the
dope,
Deadpool.
dude.
Should be cool.
Love
All right,
that.
so how are we feeling after number 5? I feel like we haven't really got hit.
This one
yet.
had a little bit of heat, and it was
Okay.
pretty good. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody once again. I need to see what I can't. These labels are so hard to read, so I can't see what's in it. But like the flavor of this, so when you go to sushi restaurants, they make you a little. It's very ginger heavy. There, I figured it out. This has a lot of ginger in it. It does have a nice little kick, and it's tasty. And I'll give that one a 7 out of 10.
Okay, so
it's
solid,
pretty
okay.
tasty. If you like things
Go
with
higher than I thought
ginger
you
in
would.
them. It's sweet. It's got a nice little kick. My tongue's got a little tingle on it now. Diablo Power Jab. Pretty good.
Now I feel like this one might be hot, but I feel like this is one up your alley. And this one has a really nice label, and it's called Marshall's Hot Sauce Whiskey Smoked Ghost Hot Sauce. This is number 6.
Ooh, does that mean it has ghost pepper in
I'm
it?
gonna guess yes, buddy. This is when we start getting to the ghost pepper levels. So
Smoked butt jolokia peppers. And then it says, in parentheses, ghost chili. So I guess that's a ghost pepper. Now, a lot of the chain places that do like the ghost pepper shit, like they're really bullshit. And I need to do more of the food reviews because
The confidence is still strong right now.
But well, yeah, but that's a chain. Like this is a place that specifically makes hot
Yeah, it
sauces,
looks
so
nice,
this is
though.
probably going
Nice
to punish me a
label.
little bit. This is number 6, and it is cool. It almost, honestly, if you really wanted to play a prank on somebody, you could probably throw this in a Heinz 57 or an A1 bottle and
Yeah.
just destroy someone's evening.
Looks
Be like,
fancy.
"Did you like a steak? Here's some sauce. Try that.
Curious
Enjoy."
to see how you do on this one. But we have another great question, too, for this one that I'll hit you with here in a second.
Love the movie question. I feel like
That was a
I didn't
great
want to take
question.
too much time answering it, but like Jackman's my go-to. I'm sorry, like
No, yeah.
Jackman all
That was
day,
great, yeah.
all day. I
You
love
get all
his
shredded,
movies.
you'd be Wolverine.
Not
that'd
even
be
just
cool.
the Wolverine thing. I love his like the Prestige, great movie. I love a bunch of his movies. Shout out to Hugh Jackman. Coincidentally, if I was gay, I would go for Hugh Jackman. I would. Shout out to gay people
All
who
right,
like
we
Hugh
got it
Jackman,
on there. You
too.
doused it pretty good. He's still feeling confident with that douse.
I'm fucking up
He-
because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
too much
You're
in the
too confident right
conversation. I need to remember on the next 4 to like just dab it because I went crazy. So we're taking a little off, but we got it on there.
All right, so next
And we're
question.
shying it. We're eating the whole
I
wing.
know, I love it like a champ, dude. Uncle Kyle the Tank. So, this good question. What are your thoughts on aliens? Do you believe they're real? Would you like them to be real? What do you think about as far as the alien sightings, that kind of fun stuff?
So I've told this story to a few people, mostly
okay.
strangers. I don't even think I've told you this story.
Wow, no. I don't
So
think so. Exciting.
I might be cursing myself by telling you a story. We'll find out pretty soon. If I get hit by a bus after this,
Oh,
then
God.
just know that I did something I wasn't supposed to do. Okay, now we're starting to feel a little heat. Woo! So
Power through.
right after high school, I mean, dude, arguably 18 to my mid-20s, 18 to 25 were just years of flux for me where I was trying to figure shit out.
Most people are.
But right after high school, it just sucked. My high school girlfriend broke up with me 2 weeks before prom, and that didn't end well, and I was heartbroken over that. I was getting ready to start college here. That shit is burning the fuck out of my tongue right now. Oh, my God.
Here we go.
So, I don't know if I'm going to get the story out, and you're going to see me doing this a lot.
You can do it, dude. Come on.
So, if anybody who ever
Sweats on the
watches
forehead.
this, other than my sister, went to Shadow Ridge, you know, behind the school, it used to be a big open desert. Now there's a shooting range there, but it was just an open desert. We used to drive out there and burn piles of pallets and drink beer and do all kinds of dumb shit. So, you know, I was in this really kind of just chaotic period of my life. I was heartbroken. She was my first love. And so I drove out there at like 2 a.m. just to sit out there because the view used to be spectacular. You could see the whole city and the skyline and everything. And I drove out there and I sat on the hood of the car that Caitlin and I shared, the Jeep Liberty, and I was just looking at the city lights. And out of nowhere in a distance, like I heard somebody coming up. This lady, it was very dark out there, got just close enough so I could see a figure.
Wait, no, what? Someone fucking came out like a person?
Correct.
This is scary already. This like gave me chills, kind of, dude.
This was a
And you're out in the middle of nowhere.
correct. But
You never told me this.
At the same time, the thing that really to the alien point that made me feel like this is okay is like typically if you're in that situation and you feel somebody coming, you're like, and it's a jump scare. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But I was just really calm. Like obviously I was like,
Whoa, this is
what is this
interesting.
person doing
Okay.
out here?
But you couldn't
So-
see them. You're only seeing like a silhouette. Okay, this
Correct.
is
They
this
were
is
far
creepy.
enough away because I think I had the dome light on in the car and it was shining out, but they were far enough away that I could see that it was someone standing up, but I couldn't see
Whoa.
details. And it had a female voice. And long story short, without getting into too much detail, because like I said, I don't want to die, this woman, we're just going to go with that.
It had a shape of a woman, though. You didn't feel like it was a...
No, it had a shape of a humanoid being that was standing probably about the same height as you, not super tall, not super
Okay.
short, just like an average height person.
And you didn't see any lights or anything before this.
Nope.
That's what makes this crazy.
Nope,
Okay.
they just appeared out of nowhere, and it was very
Whoa.
rocky and shit out there. And I like as they got close enough for me to hear, it's like almost like they wanted me to hear them, but it wasn't a loud noise. It was just like kind of hearing like somebody
Whoa,
walking
this is
on
crazy.
gravel.
Okay.
And We had a short conversation.
I got another conversation.
I can't. I
Come on.
can't. I can't tell you. I can't.
Why?
Maybe in a future pod. That was part of the deal, man. So
The person told you to not say what the conversation was about?
correct.
Whoa.
They didn't say I couldn't talk about our interaction,
What?
but they
This
did.
is
They
weird,
did
dude.
tell me shit. I swear to God, dude, this happened real life, and this is why I really don't talk about it with people. And now I'm putting it on the fucking internet.
Yeah, you've never even told me that this dude. We're close.
This being
Whoa, dude.
told me shit that has happened, like years later, things that happened,
What?
like not small things.
And then, like, so, but okay, we got to get just a little bit more in depth now of the conversation. But like, after she tells you, she just disappears, walks off. What? How does
it
this
was
end?
the typical movie thing where I looked back at the skyline and I was like, so what about gone?
No, what? Dude, this is like kind of giving me the willies.
And at that
dude.
point,
what?
after we were talking for a little bit, like my eyes were starting to adjust. They were still far enough away to where they were
Okay,
silhouetted, but I literally, boom, gone.
Like, you didn't even see a silhouette walking away, just
Nope,
gone.
gone.
Whoa, dude, that's fucking crazy.
And
What a-
to that
what a-
point, if
what a-
aliens
what a
exist,
fun
then
story.
they definitely have a method of spiriting themselves
Oh,
in and out
I would
silently
think
without
so,
you
yeah.
hearing it. And that was, and to some people, I'm open to all interpretations of that. Perhaps if you're a religious person,
I was
perhaps
gonna say
that was
maybe you could
God
say it's
or
an angel, a ghost,
could have been
whatever. That's
but
creepy.
I
though.
feel like as a religious person, as a Catholic person, if it was an angel, like if you read the Bible and stuff like that, angels present themselves as such. They're very forward, and they're like they tell you exactly why they're
But
here.
why
I was
would
sent by
you?
God.
Why would this person come to you? Think like why would they tell you stuff that was going to happen? That's happened.
How the fuck am I supposed to know, Derek? I have no idea.
Was it anything that could benefit you? Without saying it,
not
obviously,
in like a big monetary way.
Oh, okay.
It has
Oh,
it has swayed decisions that I've made. It has.
Wow,
What
dude.
I was told
that's fucking.
has swayed decisions.
That's an amazing story,
yeah.
dude. All right,
Yeah, that was cool.
I'm glad that question. brought
Yeah,
that up.
I
That's awesome.
haven't, like I said, I'm pretty sure I've only told that to strangers because I'm like, I have to talk about somebody this, but now's as good a
out there
time as
now.
any on the pod,
But
dude. Fuck
I mean,
it.
you're following the wish of whatever told you that. Even
Yeah, they
whatever,
didn't
so-
say I couldn't talk about it, but they were like, I
talk
mean,
about the-
in so many words, they said, you can't. You can talk about it, but you can't talk about it. You can talk about this happening, but you can't talk about the specifics
Wow.
of the discussion.
Interesting, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So hot sauce. How we feeling as far as now we are hot level, dude? I feel like this one finally hit you.
The story kind of like brought it down a little
Okay.
bit, but my mouth is smoldering, so it's
taste
definitely
and rating.
that one. It was nice. It had the common theme with these, other than the first one, is everything's got a little sweetness to
Okay.
it, which I think is to
Help with the
take
probably
the
heat,
edge
yeah.
off of the heat. This tasted almost like a mop sauce for those that like barbecue, because barbecue is different in different regions of the country. Some they only do dry rub. Some areas they put barbecue sauce on it. Some of it they make a vinegar and tomato based sauce and they mop it while it's smoking, and that is its own flavor. And that would be this. I don't know where this is from. Let's see. Portland, Oregon. Okay,
there
so
you go, okay.
the mop sauce thing, hipsters stealing shit once again. Absolutely, Portland, Oregon.
All right. So we're on to this is gonna.
that
be
was pretty good.
number-
I'll give that one a 6. Also, like the
6,
flavor
okay.
was mid. It's just
Okay.
it wasn't anything special.
So the one that really blew the 9 is 2. The 2 was
that
really
shishito,
like, you love
the
that. Yeah, you love
shishito garlic is fucking amazing. But like I'm gonna go ahead and Uncle Kyle endorse that. Angry Goat Pepper Co. I think they have another one towards the end here.
I think so.
That's probably gonna blow my face off. But this one, I would buy that. It's very tasty. It's very
Awesome.
good.
All right, we're on to number 7. That was a wild story, man.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool that came out. All right, so it
Yeah,
says
shout out to
Shakewell,
whoever came up with that question because you brought the story out.
Yeah.
Boom.
Ginger Goat Tropic Star. So this seems like it might have a fruity taste to it as well, but this is number 7, man.
Mango, lemongrass, and star anise, which I think, if I remember correctly, star anise is kind of a licoricey flavor.
I don't really know.
I think it's by design that these. Well, I would be curious because this package that Derek got for this is the 22nd season
Yep.
lineup.
22, yep.
And I think that they get new. Obviously, they probably get new.
They
sauces.
keep similar ones, like the bomb's always been in it, which you'll see lately. Coming up here is usually one of the most ruthless ones. We'll
I'm
see
trying
how
to
Kyle
find the
does with it, but-
perforation so I can open this thing, but there is none, so I might have to open it with my teeth. Here we go. Let me do it right in the mic so everybody can hear me on the bottle. Okay, ginger goat.
All right, nice.
It doesn't say it has ginger in it, which is kind of... Well, I guess it's supposed to look like the goat is a ginger.
It almost looks like a demonic goat, though, which makes me worry about how hot.
No. It has the little hat on. Like, this is a goat that herds other goats, and he's got the stick and everything.
It's almost like you, dude, in the one episode that you talked about. You wanted to be a
or that
herder.
movie Lamb, or was it Lamb or Sheep or something? It's an A24 movie. That should be like right up your alley.
Yeah, I love A24 movies, but I can't think of that one.
Okay. So I'm back, and we're going to go easy on this one, because I almost just poured it again.
I mean, don't be shy either. But
No.
don't go too crazy.
I'm going to... Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. All right. We got a bonus drop at the end. That was like 6 drops, so you can see...
That's good. It's
we
on
got
there.
it on there.
Verified.
Here we go.
All right, and as you're eating that one, we have another
I'm
amazing
eating really
question.
clean, too, by the way.
You are. Yeah, you're doing really good. What was your worst kiss experience? So what was an experience where you kissed somebody and it was just a nightmare? Whether it be the circumstances or how bad they were at kissing.
I made a mistake, and I shot that right to the back of my throat. Okay, so here's another thing that nobody knows about. This is slightly less mystical. And I didn't feel bad about this after she shit on my heart and also ruined both of my proms. Did I talk about that in the last one? I don't think I got into that. I think I was talking about that with my cubby at work, dude. And if you're watching this, Vega, shout out Vega. Hell of a guy. The girl I dated in high school ruined both of my proms. The first one she ruined by not paying attention to the fucking road and smashing her car into one of my neighbor's cars.
Oh, lovely.
On the way
great.
to prom. That was my junior prom. She was a year behind me in school. My senior prom, she broke up with me 2 weeks before prom, after I'd spent all this money on the plans, and then she brought some guy she was working with.
Lovely.
Fuck you, Danielle. So she was on a trip to Australia with her dad, and this was a toxic relationship, and I was hanging out with some buddies. There was a girl that was like big time feeling me, and long story short, we ended up in the back of my buddy's car, and I was being spiteful. I I'm going to go ahead and say this. I've never cheated on anyone, but in this situation, I made out with somebody else. So if you're going to call that cheating, then yes, I did. And I was in fucking high school. It hasn't happened again. This bitch learned how to make out from like movies. Like she was licking my face.
What?
And
Licking your
it was
face.
just immediately off-putting, and then I'm like, oh, and I'm trying to get away from it, and my buddy
It's like a dog
is in the
licking
front seat making out with her friend, and we're out in the middle of nowhere. Not the middle of nowhere, but we're just on a random
Was
street
it the
in his
alien
car.
being again?
No.
I'm just kidding. No, just kidding.
But she was a terrible
Callback.
kisser. She was just all over, too much tongue.
Oh.
Like I think I don't know who teaches young people when they're sexually maturing that more tongue in each other's mouths is a great thing, because I feel like the
light
older
tongue.
you
It's
get,
gotta be light tongue.
yeah, the older you get, you have to be tactful with the tongue.
Yeah.
Like you just use it a little bit. It's like an accent. It's a punctuation, not the whole, not the whole
Unless
thing.
you're like in an aggressive, sexual,
Even
kinda like
then,
that, kinda.
control your fucking tongue. Like don't invade my mouth with your tongue. Like if more than
Fair.
if more than like a third of your tongue, I mean, if you got a Gene Simmons tongue, let's call it a sixth, goes into my mouth, we got a fucking problem. Like I don't like that. That's almost as much as a violation as you trying to put a finger in my ass. Like control your tongue.
Solid.
And don't put
solid
fingers
story.
in my ass.
Now hot
So
sauce.
this-
Yep. Let's get into it.
This was very gingery as well. I'm not high on that.
It doesn't
wasn't
seem
very.
like it hit
wasn't
you in the
very
mouth pretty
hot.
hard. Hot. Yeah.
No.
I can't believe you're taking.
I
this
mean,
so low
honestly,
so far.
I'm kind of hoping that some of these.
So the next one is supposed
I'm
to
gonna
rock
regret
the world.
saying this, but I'm hoping that some of these got a little more kick. Or I don't know. I was being honest at the beginning of this when I say like I am really not a hot person. Like I enjoy food that have a little spice that complements the dish, but I'm not like a hot person. So that was no gaff. I was fully expecting by the time we got to here to be on fire. Maybe this is the one that does it. Boom, let's go.
Well, this one is called the bomb. literally has a nuke bomb on it and is called the bomb.
And this
Number
one
8.
is typically the tap out point,
Correct.
isn't it?
This is normally the one.
This is the one that fucks
either
people up.
taps people out or rocks their.
I mean, I'm
world.
just gonna go ahead and say like
But if you're doing fine already, I'm
celebrities are pussies, and maybe the lineup was different. I feel like maybe.
saying, no, the lineup is pretty similar, dude. This is the
No, dude.
exact
I feel
lineup
like
on
maybe
shows.
they babied it down, or maybe they made this more consumer friendly since we're not on the show with Sean Evans.
I don't know, man.
Welcome to Hot Ones,
Great show.
the show with hot wings and hotter questions. Welcome to the Naturals Podcast, the show with regular wings, stories about aliens, and not so hot sauces. Apparently, the
What's the
Bomb
confidence?
Evolution hot sauce. Yeah, this one's gonna blow my face off. That doesn't look like
I'm just gonna
anything
say
crazy.
it now. Now I'm not gonna. I never want to warrant you like really punishing yourself, but your cockiness and the fact that you haven't really got
Oh,
punched
so you're
in the
saying I
mouth
gotta
yet,
give this a good little
don't
fucking brand?
Correct. Just give it a solid.
Brutal
like you've
heat
done
from some of the
rest.
hottest peppers known to man. Warning, this sauce is extremely hot. Keep out of reach of children. See, I feel like there's a bait and switch going on with the hot ones. Like maybe they try to mind fuck you with the first 7 and go, this isn't so bad. And then this one just kicks in your front door and just goes, yeah, and just Jackie Chan's you right in the throat. All right, here
Don't
we
go
go.
too crazy. I don't want to hurt yourself.
This is not okay. We hold on one sec. We got to get it pouring first so we can see it. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's why we didn't do it on the wing. But this shit was not flowing, so I wasn't trying to have a situation where I just murdered. Come on now, damn it. Okay. I feel like that's fair, right? Is that a fair amount?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
that's good.
look at that,
Okay.
everybody. I think that's a solid dab on
Yeah.
there. Like that's a
The
fair
bomb.
amount.
Here we go.
Okay.
I have another fun question for you while you're eating it.
Hopefully you ain't bullshitting the bomb. You know, 1 through 7, we're not.
Now, if you could time travel, are you going back in time or forward, and why? And when?
We are getting to the punishment phase. Because that tastes like shit. It's just straight hot, dude. And it tastes like shit. It's not good. Whoever, I'm sorry. If you put that on your food and you're like, yummy, this is going to make my food better, you have a garbage palate. It tastes like shit. It's hot, though. Oh, it's hot. We have reached the punishment level. That shit is hot.
So the question, buddy, do you remember the
Ooh,
question?
that's hot, boy.
Do you remember the
I do.
question? Okay.
So. I'm a big believer in living in the present. So, if the question was, would you try and travel?
Yeah.
It would be no.
Okay.
Fuck. But it's like, what do you do? Do you do a...
But that's what I'm saying. Would you want to see like the future? Would it be interesting just to see it? Like you could come back, right? But what if you'd want to see? Is there going to be flying cars? Or like, would you want to be like, let me see
Is
dinosaurs?
that a part
in
of
the Wild West?
read the question again. Is that
Yeah.
a part of the question?
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of.
No. Read again.
So if you could time travel,
That's fucking damn hot, dude. Oh, man. Woo! That shit is fucking up my tongue right now. All right. So I'm breaking out.
The confidence is
I'm
out
breaking
the
out the
window.
secret weapon
Dude, I
now.
can see you're sweating now.
It's just
dude.
the tongue, though,
You're
dude.
sweating. He's talking all this shit. If you could time travel, are you going back in time or forward, and why? So just pick one. If you had to try time travel, are you going back or forward, and why? And is there a time period that you'd like to go to?
I feel like I'm going to get judged for this answer.
No judgment.
I want to
No
go back
judgment
to
on
the
the Naturals
Wild
podcast.
West.
See, that would be cool too. I kind of.
Now, I
It's
feel like I
scary,
would
though.
immediately regret it going back because people didn't bathe that much. They stunk. There was no electricity. So many cons, but train heists,
Yeah, that seems
riding
awesome.
fucking
Yeah.
horses everywhere, and also if you had beef with somebody, you'd be like, "Let's go outside, bow, and just bow,
It's
get 'em."
scary kind of too, though.
Not for me. I mean, okay, in this hypothetical situation, if you get smoked in the past, do you just come back or are you dead?
I mean, I would hope that you can come, but I'm going to assume that if you die, it's kind of like most movies, right? If you die there, you die. And
That lived up to that was damn hot. Woo!
All right. So also we got to.
What would be yours? I am curious on this one. I want to know what your answer is. So that for me is just I want to go back to the Wild West, and I want to be a gunslinger.
So mine would
Wyatt
be
fucking Earp.
Mine is tough between two decisions, but just not to go too crazy. I would love to see the Time of Nights. I always like medieval stuff. I thought that was really
that would be
fun.
a second for me. I like
I
that.
love like Game of
also,
Thrones and stuff.
smelly people though.
I'm not saying it'd be enjoyable as far as like living there, but it'd be just cool to see like freaking the castles in their prime and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and the
yeah. I
stuff.
can get jiggy with that. I like that.
And then my second one, real quick, is I would love to see like fucking 2354, so like just like where are we 300 years in the future now? Like, is there freaking flying cars? Are we traveling space? Because for me,
I feel like you would be just as equally fucked going into that far into the future as going into the past.
You're probably right, because like for me, I'm a huge sci-fi nerd, as you know. I love the sci-fi stuff, the Star Wars. Like, it'd be so sick if we got to a point that we're like traveling the universe and in spaceships and flying around. Like, that would be so sick, dude.
Agreed.
So those would be my answers on that.
Okay, I like that.
All right, so we're moving.
That was hot. We're still burning. I don't know if we're gonna get to the 10th one. Fuck.
All right, well, we're gonna hit 9 at least. Come on, man, you could do it. You're talking your shit, and if
I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna try, but if this one just equally blows my face off, I don't know if 10's happening. Woo.
All right, so
that tastes like shit. That is shit. That tastes like shit. That's just pure
ranking?
punishment.
0?
Fucking 2, dude. I'll give it a 2 out of respect for the heat that it produces, and for those people that like to punish themselves like that.
So the bomb is legit. When people get hit by the bomb, you're feeling that experience.
It's very
right
hot.
now.
The flavor is dog. It tastes like shit.
I believe it.
And now, okay, I want to say now that I really boop with that. Now these are just getting a beep.
That's fine. So Dawson's hot sauce, Zuzu's 7 pot sauce. Here we go. Number 9, dude. We can do it. Your home stretch, man.
Okay, so this. Oh my. Okay, so look at this, people.
Look how thick
This is sealed in fucking wax. That's how you know this one's gonna be dangerous.
Just be careful with your eyes, buddy. And stuff.
Goddamn artisanal hot sauce.
It looks very artisanal. I mean, it does look really nice.
It is cool though.
They do really cool with the labeling and the bottle and stuff.
7-pot mash, which says 7-pot peppers and vinegar. So I'd be curious to know if 7-pot. This is probably gonna make me sound dumb, but I don't give a fuck. Is 7-pot the name of the pepper, or is it 7 peppers in a pot that like culminate in this sauce? I'm gonna need a fucking knife or something. This is like literally wax.
Can you twist?
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. Yeah, I was gonna say you probably twist it. There you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Dawson's. Let's not do this wax shit. Like, if I'm somebody that's gonna reuse this thing, this is dumb.
I mean, it's kind of fancy on the break.
Yeah, but
after
like,
the
what happens when you
yeah,
get
correct,
what happens
yeah.
when you get wax in the fucking sauce and then you eat a chunk of wax with this
fair
hot
enough.
liquid diarrhea?
All right, come on, man. You got this one or one more, dude? I knew you.
Now
could
this
do it,
one
dude.
also, I gotta say, on the other end of the spectrum, it isn't dark, but the color looks like it's either just a tangy fucking Buffalo Wild Wings sauce or it's something that's gonna blow your face off. So
You can do it, man.
man, I look at this Whopper, dude. I left a big one towards the end. Okay, we gotta go easy with this shit. Okay.
You can do it easy, but just make sure you get at least a fair
Fuck,
amount.
I'm like unhappy with how much got on that.
okay.
That was like 3 drops.
Yeah. All right, that's
So,
fair.
We did it.
And I will say the amount that you took of the bomb too was a very.
It was a lot,
soldier
dude. A
amount.
lot.
You were confident. The
I kind of
confidence,
punished
yeah.
myself, but you said go for it, so I said fuck it. I did it. All right. I'm not gonna.
You can do this.
I'm not gonna
buddy.
be happy with myself after this.
All right, next question. So, do you believe in conspiracy theories, and which one is your favorite? Like, if you had to choose one that you always find interesting to kind of like dive into.
It has fennel seed in it. You can definitely taste it, and sambuca. Both of which are very like licoricey kind of flavors. You can taste both of them. Okay, so I am of the mindset that with every conspiracy theory, some of them are just way off the wall, and like this
flat
does
Earth
not
and
apply
stuff
to that. Yeah, flat Earth, like the fuck out of here. But you know, there's always like a degree of truth in them. A lot of them are scary, and a lot of them involve like big world shit. You know, with like, you know, Bohemian Grove and all the Epstein shit, and they're burning wooden owls in the forest and getting naked and plotting to take over the world. Like, fuck, I mean, kill these people. We need to get rid of them. Honestly, that is a call to action. Like,
I like how
do
you
with that
just
what
a
you
bomb
will.
sauce just chilling in there, dude. Don't dump it in there by accident.
Get a little fucking... I don't know if it's because that one fucked me up so bad.
That was okay.
That wasn't bad. It was tasty. It was also sweet. It had kind of a licoricey flavor. I think maybe going for it on that one was like a pro move because it kind of just and I was already prepared.
That's
like,
that's what I was even kind of telling you before this, like kind of off camera. As I was thinking that the bomb hits you so hard and it's so brutal that the other two are hot, but they're not like
it just doesn't
so
matter.
Scorching because it doesn't matter because you already took the punishment.
It says heat meter 9 out of 10. Okay, I'm making a promise to you, Natty Nation, right now. After this episode airs, I'm going to try this again. Because I for my own personal knowledge, I'm going to try this again by itself, and I will do it
on socials.
More generous amount, and I'll throw that on the Instagram so you guys can see if
at
it's
the
actually
Naturals
hot.
Pod. Check it on the socials.
Yeah,
behind
we'll
the
throw that
footage.
up. But I do want to know if that actually is hot because the bomb. This confirmed. A couple of these in here. These were mildly spicy and had a decent flavor. The flavor wasn't anything to write home about, and I get like once again when you get to like this level where you're eating hot shit, you're eating it because you like to punish your tongue. I don't know. It wasn't anything to write home about 6, dude. Like most of these, I'm sorry, this one's the winner. There was a couple decent ones in there, but nah.
All right, so we got the
Licorice
last
hotness.
one, the last dab, the experience, over 91% Pepper X hot sauce by the Heatness, dude.
What the fuck is Pepper X, dude?
I don't even know, buddy.
All right, you're gonna look that up and put it up here so people know. 11 out of 10 on the heat level. Welcome to the experience.
And
Spice
just so you
Lords.
know, on the sheet it said Scoville level was TBD, dude, to be determined.
Yeah.
Which means it's so hot they don't even know, but it's usually over.
I
2
feel like they
million.
do know. They just kind of doing that for the mystique and everything. The most extreme version of the last dab sauce we've ever made. The main ingredient, Smokin' Ed Curry's Pepper X. That guy, if it's the guy that I'm thinking about, if Ed Curry's the guy I'm thinking about, and you could look this up afterwards, I believe he also, because he like cross-pollinates peppers and he creates new hot peppers. They actually have a competition.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
And if you look it up, you can throw up like a little clip of these people just dying, eating these experimental peppers that he hasn't even like released the seeds of so people can grow them and make hot sauces and shit. But this guy, if it is the same guy, he had like a severe drug addiction and shit, and he used hot peppers. Like he became fascinated with hot peppers and hot sauces and stuff, and that's how he quit doing drugs. And now he's just like a hot pepper fanatic,
Good for
and he
him. Nice.
grows them,
That's
sells
awesome.
them, and like, you know, so it's a nice story. And he just punishes these people, Derek. Like, it is so funny because they eat them raw.
Ooh,
And
I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen
Oh
that.
man, I think it is the same guy, and you know, shout out to Hot Ones for patronizing him because he seems like a hell of a guy. I've watched some cool little documentaries. And
I would
stuff on
imagine
YouTube
that
about
because they're
him.
both so big and out of respect of wanting hot stuff, they probably work together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
guaranteed.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Guaranteed.
So
It's got to be that.
I'm
guy.
gonna say let's do just a little more than the last one because you just shit on the last one. So
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like this one's once again like a bait and switch. Like that one just wasn't that hot.
Well, let's find out.
All right, whatever. Fuck it. Since the last one, you know what? We're gonna go for it.
And you can say you did it, Kyle. That you powered through.
You know
man.
what? You're not
crushed
doing it, so you shut the hell up, Eric. All right, fuck it. We're just recklessly doing this. I'm gonna fucking hate myself after doing this. Okay, so it's kind of a brownie color, but you can see that there are. Look at that. There's like
It's
probably
on there.
eight dabs worth of the last dab. So we're having the last dab, and we're gonna get destroyed by this. This is unfortunate. Okay. All right. I mean, if it is on par with the bomb or it's worse than the bomb, fuck. I'm not happy about it. Fuck. God damn it.
Wow. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. Wow. So the bomb was.
Oh, hold on, it's rolling on. I mean, the bomb. I gotta say, dude. Put respect. Oh shit! I gotta say, dude. Put respect on the bomb because that one was just fucking boom, hot immediately.
Wow.
Immediately. This is
So it
kind
does what it's
of.
supposed to do.
I'm really hoping this isn't one that just goes hey and then stays with me for an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to get a little hot now.
I mean, damn, dude, I have to say, for the 2 challenges, though, you're a tank, man. The 300 milligram weed and then the hot ones.
I mean,
you're just powering through, though, dude. What do you mean? You're a champ, dude.
I pretty much knew I was going to be okay with the weed one because I didn't experience experiments in my own lab. Uncle Kyle, PhD, MD, once again. Still don't have the lab coat. But truly, and we talked about this when we were... Fuck, it's getting a little hot now. Woo! We were talking about this when we were what's the fucking word I'm looking for? When we were setting all this up and planning for this episode. Yeah. And I told you straight up, I'm like, hopefully, woo! Now we're getting there. Oh shit. When we were talking about this, I told Derek straight up, I'm like, I am not a hot guy, so I mean hopefully I can get a respectable amount of the way in. And dude, the fucking this one is just nothing. Like, God, it has to be.
It's a trap, dude. It does feel like a trap. It's like smack in the face.
But I mean, also at that point, you're getting all the way through it because you're doing the last dab. Yeah. But this is just, this is murdering one side of my tongue right now. It's so weird. It's like right here.
Oh wow, that is weird.
This side is just getting the full bore blowtorch. It's like when
you go to the dentist appointment, you get one side numb, dude.
All right, we're going back in with the sugar. Yeah.
But I know you said, you didn't know what to expect and this hot is your thing. But I would say, man, considering that you did it, I'm proud of you. You freaking did it. You took it like a champ. And I mean, honestly, besides the one you're experiencing now in Da Bomb, it seems like the other one's just really...
I'm a fucking champion, people.
Now, the last dab, we got to do the rating as our last thing, and then I'd say we can get out of here.
It tasted like butt, also. I'm not a hot...
hot ones taste like
butt. To
that
point, okay. I'm not a hot person. It didn't taste good. It was hot. Fuck it. And now it's like real hot. Woo. But anyways, we got to get out of here.
Rank it real quick, though. We got to know 1 to 10.
I would say, like, compared to the bomb, it actually had a decent flavor. I'm going to go ahead and give that one like a 4 also. Like, decent flavor. Nothing to write home about.
At that point, though, they're probably not worried about flavor.
Yeah.
They just care about the heat. They want it to be hot.
But I will say they did make an effort to give it a flavor, whereas the bomb just tastes like dog shit and it's just hot, dude.
I mean, dude, guys, shout out Natty Nation, though. I hope you love this episode. We're so excited about this new studio. That's why we wanted to hit you with a little bit of a longer episode and a fun episode here. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. We love doing it. And Uncle Kyle, how you feeling? How you feel like a champ? How you feeling in the new studio?
I mean, it's still hot, so I'm hoping that will taper off within the next half hour, but I'll do an update if it's still just fucking killing me longer than that. But anyways, in closing, I want to be Hugh Jackman. Aliens/angels might exist. I don't want to go to the future or the past. I just want to stay where I am.
Maybe the Wild West.
With my friends and family. If you put a gun to my head, I'm going to shoot back in the Wild West. And, really hot sauces taste like dog shit, and they're not tasty. So yeah. So anyways,
shout us out in the comments, though. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Please let us know what you think of the new studio. I know we put it on socials too, but after the episode, we're so grateful to be here. This is where we're going to be shooting now. We're so excited. We will have a fun little episode coming up in Joshua Tree. We're excited to show it to you, but this is it, guys. We're so excited. Remember, like, comment, subscribe,
lots
and
of cool
we love you guys.
Up, guys.
Thank you so much, Natty Nation.
We'll catch you on the next one. Yeah. My mouth is on fucking fire. Oh my God. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Naturals Pod. Please remember to follow us on your Twitter and Instagram accounts at the Naturals Pod. Do you have what it takes to join the Natty Nation? Like and subscribe to find out.